Hi everyone, Mature Simmer here. So I'm going to go ahead before I try to grab any kind of a job, and I'm going to cycle around and go ahead, drive by that recruitment center, which is what I'm assuming that is, and then I'm going to go rest. So good news is we can move at a pretty good clip through town here. I mean, obviously we've got speed restrictions, but at 4 a.m. here it's light traffic, which is excellent. And then we'll see what kind of job we can get for ourselves to leave Cardiff and figure out what's happening. Again, I'm not opposed to driving around in the UK a bit. I just am not going to go back over to Ireland. Alright, so this is actually a DAF dealer, but still not a bad thing to get and get discovered. I probably, now that I think about it, it probably would have been better to turn, because I'm going to have to come back to pick up a load of some sort. I was kind of like, well, I'll be this way, I'll be close to getting out of town, but I don't want to get out of town empty. But at this point we will pull into the hotel, and it's not going to be that much further, so I was going to say I'm sure I'm going to need to wait here. It's getting busy now in the morning. Very busy. Wow. So for a small town, they have got a few deliveries. Alright, so I'm going to pull into the hotel here, get myself a rest, because I'm down to 2 hours, so pretty soon they'd be telling us it was time and there'd be a lot of yawning going on. So we'll see you in the morning. Alright, so the loan installment was paid. I know no one delivered anything, but so we lost a little bit because we hadn't made enough. Let me get myself turned around, and then we'll pull up our dispatch tool and we'll see what we can find. Alright, so I'm going to take this Volvo excavator from the mines and drive it into London. So it's going to be a lengthy trip, but it should be fun.
Drive safe.
Alright, so I've got enough time where I can go ahead and
Turn left.
get out of town, and this is a place I've been to before and picked up a load from. So I think when we left here and went back to Fishguard, that's where we had to go. So we'll go to the mine, and
Go straight on.
it's going to take about 47 minutes to get there, and then we have about a 40 or 4.5 hour trip at that point to deliver. So it'll definitely be a good full day to some degree. There was something very short at Swansea, which would at least have gotten me there, but I'm just worried that that would be too short, and then, you know, it might be one of those towns again that has one place to deliver to, and then I'll have less options, where London, there should be a lot of options in London. And then the other piece here is because this has some urgency and it's a high value cargo, I should get some bonuses with experience, and so that may mean then that we're going to level up, which would be awesome, because So then I can start applying some additional points to get myself to move up, and all of those things, because that may be what takes us into profitability, is the bonuses of money that we can get for higher levels. So they're not going to be huge, but we're kind of at the point with real economy that 10 euros a day could tip us into profitability. I mean, we could be right there. So the challenge is right now, I'm basically the driver that's made money in the organization. It's telling me 717 euros a day on average, where my other drivers are still losing a little bit. I mean, they're losing €1, they're losing €6. They're not losing anything significant, but it would be nice to tip the scales a bit. And this one, again, is going to be, I think, a $496 or 496 euro job. So that is going to help, because that will at least give me some money beyond just the loan installment. So here's the mine. We're obviously going to have to stop here,
Here we are.
get the specific directions to where the load is. Alright, there we go.
Okay.
So 479 euros. Again, the mine's pretty straightforward. There's just really one way down. There's a few places to pull over here and there, but nothing significant. So that's the place I tried to rest. I think, again, if you come in from this direction, you can make it, but the way I was coming, it didn't give it to me. Yeah, there's always a bit of a challenge down here because you can't really tell where things are gonna go to. So so let's see. If I get down here, so there's another place to rest. I didn't realize there were that many. Alright, but this is at least a large area to pull from. Obviously those other loads are not ready yet. They're still using those, and again, they may be supply items. I mean, one looks like a reefer. So, obviously, you know, that's probably food or something for the mine itself. Not sure.
Time to hit the road.
Alright. So, 325 kilometers. My biggest challenge is, do I have the horsepower to deal with this? I hope so. Because again, I think I bought kind of a mid-grade truck at least. But, you know, this is gonna take some pulling out of the mine here, that's for sure. But I'm thinking once we're on the road, there will be less of a grade change compared to what we're seeing here. The good news is I'm getting some speed on the flat here, which will at least give me some momentum to get up the hill. So there we go. But you can see we're immediately slowing down quite a bit. Goodness. But it's a big excavator, so, you know, as you can tell, Not a small item. Looks like it's almost like a logging grabber on there. But we've made a couple kilometers just getting out. And then we've just kind of got a long trip east to London. So we'll see how all of that plays out. Thinking again, we're gonna do our we do well just to not slow down, but that's not happening. Looks like we're in 7th gear. A little bit of a flattening, but then we can see there's some more increase. So it makes sense. You know, mines tend to be in more hilly areas. So it looks like we're going to flatten out again before another further climb. Then we might be okay. I'm assuming we're going to go right and head back to the expressway. So, getting some speed under our belts finally here. So there we go.
To turn left.
Oh, to turn left, okay. And
Turn left.
that is where London is, so. Alright. Whoa, 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 that was almost really, really bad. Alright, well, at this point I'm in the road. I am lucky I didn't hit that police vehicle. Obviously, I misjudged my braking capability with that extra load on the back. So thank goodness he got past me. Alright, I was trying to turn on my cruise, but I think I have to get to 30 kilometers before I'm allowed to engage that. Although I'm going to have to turn immediately. I'm assuming to the left. No, to the right.
Ready to turn right.
So this is interesting, because it says we've been here,
Turn
but
right.
I see. So this is taking us back to Cardiff here. And of course, we've got to start up a little hill, so that is just going to set us back a bit. We're actually in a low enough gear still that didn't take too much of a penalty. I see, it's taking us to a different entrance, maybe? I'm not sure. But then I assume we'll go left, because otherwise we're heading back toward Fishguard, which we know we're not doing.
Get ready to turn left.
So, as I expected.
Turn left.
Alright. Wait, oh. I messed up because I forgot what country I'm in. Oh, this is great. What do I do now? Because I know I have someone behind me. Oh boy. So I'm going to have to try to turn around. I just don't know that I'm going to be able to without, again, destroying something. Yep, I'm pretty sure we're going to hit that car. Oh boy. So yeah, this is a bit of a mess here. So the good news is I seem to be able to drag this around as I knock all the signs down. Yeah, you go ahead. Sorry. like I've taken my cover off. I guess I'm gonna have to just drag this poor lady around with me. This is just not good. There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way. The problem is I'm kind of wedged up here. So let me see now, because if I can back up down the road, now that I've moved that car out of the way. Not exactly the way I wanted to do this, but goodness gracious. This is just sloppy. Yeah, please wait. Is he gonna go by? Alright. So, got my way out. Alright. Yeah, I'm just... Obviously, this is not normal for me, so yes, left would have been the other side of the road. So, apologize for not a lot of talking there, but I was focusing all my mental energy on trying to get out of that predicament. I'm glad I was able to do so. So, we'll go ahead and move ourselves along now. Alright, so now we're on the way. Get myself out to the max speed, but I imagine between here and London it's going to be all high speed. Because obviously there would be lots and lots of vehicles headed that way. Interesting bridge. Windsock, so I'm assuming there must be a airport around, maybe? Not sure, or, you know, maybe it's for the ships or something, like maybe they have that for sailboats and stuff to be able to identify which way the wind is blowing as they're trying to figure out which way to place their sails. Because, yeah, there's a windsock here on the other end of the bridge as well. Right, welcome to England. Right as we're up to speed, so that's good. So So yeah, still recovering from that disaster of a
Keep right.
Attempt there. I assume. All right, no, I'm good. Oh no, I do need to move over. All right. So one of the more complex interchanges I've seen. But once again, we are headed toward London. I mean, we're still over 200 kilometers away, so I'm sure this is still considered the countryside. So I think I'll stay in this lane, because I'm imagining at this exit, the one lane peels off again. Well, maybe not. So Tuesday evening basically here, because this would be 6:40 p.m. Looks like they're stuck there, which could turn into someone diving out, so I just need to be careful. So yeah, still the one thing I don't like about the truck sim games is, yeah, somehow they constantly get into tangles at the on-ramps. Mainly the on-ramps. Sometimes it happens at off-ramps. But most of the time it's at on-ramps. So I do not understand why they can't get those things to work appropriately, but for some reason they can't. Alright, I still have half a tank. I have over 1,500 kilometers. So once again, no need for fuel. It is tempting because it's easier to do here on roadways like this. I don't know if those prices are actual, but they were pretty good. So maybe that was a bad thing to pass that up. That might have been one of my least expensive ways to fill up. So maybe if we see another one here before we get to London, but I'm not sure that we will. Maybe we'll at least slow down and take a look and hope. Because I think it was like 0.95 euros per liter. I think everything else I've seen has been up near 2, so it's almost 50% off. So, not sure what I'm seeing over the trees there. I think, oh, it's just, yeah, definitely some buildings. Looks like up on a hill of some sort. Yeah, this is a large enough roadway. I can't easily make out things across coming the other way, because I'm very unfamiliar with the European brands, so all these trucks are foreign to me for sure. But I don't want to get all the way over. Okay, that was Sawyer's. DHL I'm aware of. They work in the States too and look similar with the yellow trucks. So, looks like we've got a wind farm out here on the outskirts. Probably a little more than the outskirts because we're still over 100 kilometers out. Got some construction on the other side. Right, and looks like some electric lines. I wasn't sure what I was looking at. Again, things are designed a little differently here. But yeah, those would be what we call high tension power lines. So they look similar, but they're unique enough that they certainly were something I could not identify right away. Alright. So yeah, the challenge really is coming to be, because I've really got an hour and, it's telling me an hour and 15 minutes of game time to get there, which will put me down to 2 hours till I need to rest, which means I really should rest before I pick up another job. But if I'm only getting one job a day, this is going to get difficult. I'm almost starting to feel like I have to take slightly longer jobs. But I just don't know what the right thing is. But I'm almost wondering if that's the key, because that's what I was doing when I made all the money to begin with. You know, and obviously we took out a loan, so that it's not as if we just made money and made it that quickly, but okay, Central London, Hammersmith, Heathrow. Clearly we're climbing, because we suddenly can't move. But we're still 54 kilometers out of wherever we need to be. But at least looks like we can accelerate again. Now this is a real interchange. There's, yeah, a layer below us, so 4 levels at least. And the way this works, just getting through the interchange was 15 kilometers in Truck Simulator scale. Is there another blocked exit there? No, it's just another entrance problem. Alright, so I don't need to exit here, because that's really just a gas station and maybe a truck dealer. Alright, put my cruise back on. I had stopped on the brake with everything that was happening. So we've got some large buildings as we're getting on the outskirts of London here, 20 kilometers out. Just have to be careful because it's probably going to slow me down. Jaguar XE, the all-new. Alright. So, discovered London. Looks like that's downtown over there. So I'm assuming I'm going to need to go to the right.
Keep left.
Okay. Well, but it's a roundabout. Only 7 kilometers away. Why am I better look, because... Alright, so yeah, I need to go around and over. Because, yeah, it looks like otherwise down... I don't know where down goes.
At the roundabout, take the 3rd exit.
I'm assuming that's someone behind me, because I can't see him or her. I cannot see them. Alright, so this is the ring road. I keep getting too close to these lights.
then
So,
keep left.
not this one, but the next one.
Exit now.
But lots going on. Westminster, Victoria, this way. Alright, and then it looks like we have to go around.
Go straight on.
Interesting. I think that's a sculpture. I thought it was something projected on the wall or lit up on the wall. Again, I keep moving a little too far forward to see the traffic lights. Can I? No, I'm totally blocked by the mirror. Alright, so then we're going to go around here. I would imagine these are probably realistically modeled after something. Perhaps not, but...
Turn left, and then keep left.
Okay, I assume it means when I can turn left. Alright, now I can see the light. Another motorcycle. Alright, here we go.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Lots of construction, which I would imagine
Turn left.
is probably pretty common in London. Alright, at least it turned green.
Go straight on, and then turn left.
So I think it said the city and Vauxhall Bridge. Will we make this light? Looks like we will. That's nice. I don't know if those lines are really supposed to be that erratic. If they are, I don't know what they mean. Again.
Go straight on.
Alright, well this is working on... Oh, a Euro Truck Simulator sign. How nice. Yeah, but now it's 9 o'clock. So it's getting a little late here. Alright. Again, that light across the way is mine. So yeah, lots of busyness here in London, which I would certainly expect. So this is certainly one I'd be excited to come visit. I think I hear a helicopter, but maybe it's a motorcycle. Those two things shouldn't sound the same, but I don't know what I'm hearing. It's just a background noise. So I'm assuming those red double lines there means I am not allowed to drive over that curb. But then, does that mean they could come over? I would think you'd not want to drive over the curb in general. Look at that, it's Big Ben and the eye. I didn't even know. I should have looked earlier. I think it's the eye, the Ferris wheel. I think that's what they call it. So we're headed in that direction, but there's really nothing that takes us quite there. So there's a lot of these, I don't know if there's multiple ring roads, and that's why there's a letter after it. Alright, I'm gonna kinda do this because I'm worried that I'm not gonna be able to swing in enough, because this looks like it's gonna be a very tight space. So this is not where I want to go.
And then turn left.
That's, yeah, just a road, but right there is where I want to go. So turn on my signal so he knows and doesn't try to get by me. Alright, so, and then we've got to try to park.
We are finished.
Goodness. Alright, I don't know if this is the right thing, but I'm going to go this way and turn around and then try to back it in, because I think going the other way would have been a real problem. But yeah, this looks like it'll work unless I can't back over that pallet or piece of wood in any way. Now, from my little fiasco under the bridge by the expressway, I know the wheels on the back will turn, so that will move things pretty aggressively. So let me get that done. And whoops, I'm hitting the rebar. So much more aggressively than I would have expected. Well, it lets me go over it, but alright. I am going to get this parked no matter what. So let's see, now if I do this, this might actually work, because that was the problem, is it was like so, it turned so sharply that I couldn't function. No, it's still too much. So let's see if I pull forward. Interesting. So it gave it to me. I don't understand. It like let me, it like told me that was okay the other way, but and then I didn't take it because I wanted to clean it up, but alright. So there's a bit of meandering here, that's for sure. There we go. Whoops. Well, let me back up a bit. I probably pulled too far forward. There we go. But yeah, I've got an hour and 56 minutes, so it's certainly not enough to take a job. See, but the benefit is, like, I get that. Now we moved up to 11, so that's going to give me some additional, you know, some additional points, or euros, for example. And then again, any of these ranks are going to help as well, even though they're just adding up to, what, 12 euros in total. Alright, so I am going to add long distance, because I think I need more than 350 kilometers. Like now we've got all the types of loads unlocked. It's just a matter of doing a better job with getting the loads. So the good news is the profit did go up, and both Sabrina's on the verge of delivering, and Robert will deliver. So both of them will deliver while I rest before I start my next run. So I'll see you next time.